My name is Simone Roberts and I'm a Senior Community Dietitian at Hertfordshire Independent Living Service. A speech and language therapist may prescribe thickened fluids for an individual who's at risk when swallowing thin fluids. A person might be at risk of choking, or the fluid might enter the lungs, which means that they might get aspiration pneumonia. Now, all thickened fluids are prescribed by HILS. This means that they're the same all the way around the world. Thicker drinks are safer to swallow because they move more slowly in the mouth, and this means that you're much less likely to have fluid enter your lungs. Now, in order to test fluids, we need some tools. So I've got some here. So we need a 10 ml syringe, we need our fluid, and a second syringe is useful to help us fill this syringe. So testing fluids is really simple. So we're going to start with level 0. So what should happen is in 10 seconds, all of the fluid in this tube should be completely gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this syringe up here to the top to 10 milliliters. We're going to let go and count to 10 and see how far down the fluid goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 seconds and all of the fluid is gone from the tube. So this means that we have a level 0 fluid. So this one I have here has been pre-thickened to a level 1 fluid. Now, it's really important that you check the manufacturer's instructions for thickening fluids, as they're all slightly different and they use slightly different amounts of thickener in order to get the level that you want. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to cover the bottom of the tube, and then we're going to pull up 10 mils of what should be a level 1 fluid, and we're going to test it to check. So again, we're going to fill this up to 10 milliliters. I'm going to uncover the bottom and count to 10 and see how much is left in the tube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. After 10 seconds, as you can see, there is between 1 and 4 milliliters left in the tube, and that means that we have a level 1 or slightly thick fluid. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a level 2 fluid, and we're going to see how much of the tube is left filled after 10 seconds. So now that we've thickened this fluid to a level 2, or what we call mildly thickened, we need to test it. So again, we've thickened this to our manufacturer's instructions. So again, we're going to fill our test tube up to the 10 milliliter mark. Here we go. So that's filled there. Just check that, perfect. And now we're going to count to 10, or you can always use a stopwatch for this, and see how much fluid is left in the tube. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as you can see, the fluid left in the tube is between 4 milliliters and 8 milliliters, and that means that we have a level 2 thickened fluid. So now we're going to create a level 3 thickened fluid, which will be our last thickened fluid, and we'll see how much of that is left in the tube when we test it. So finally, we're going to test this fluid here, which I have again followed the manufacturer's instructions to thicken to a level 3 fluid, and that would be moderately thick. So again, I've got my 10 milliliters of this fluid in my syringe. I'm going to pop that in this bottom tube. Not quite enough, so we'll put a little bit more in there to get it up to that 10 milliliter line. There we go. And again, I've covered the bottom with my thumb. We're going to count to 10 and see how much fluid is left in the tube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, So you can see here that there is between 8 and 10 millilitres of fluid left in this tube, and that means that we do have a level 3 fluid. So that was our demonstration on how to test thickened fluids. It's really easy to do, but it is really important to make sure that you have the right consistency of fluid, as prescribed by your speech and language therapist. So if you would like any more information, you can contact us at Hertfordshire Independent Living Services, and the information is on the screen.